There comes a time, typically after reaching 60, when you begin to notice it. Reduced energy levels, weaker muscle strength, and honestly speaking, diminished desire and motivation. Initially, you attempt to dismiss it, attributing it to stress, inadequate sleep, or simply aging, but deep within, you recognize something is not right. That something is testosterone. When it declines, it does not merely impact your physical body. It affects how you perceive yourself as a man. However, here is what nobody discusses with you. Your body maintains the capability to generate testosterone even beyond 60. It simply requires the proper nourishment. That nourishment originates from food sources. In this presentation, I will guide you through 9 potent foods that naturally enhance testosterone in men over 60 without medications, without adverse effects, and without excessive spending. These are genuine science-supported foods that assist you in rebuilding strength, restoring energy, and feeling confident once again from within. Do not overlook food number 3. It represents one of nature's most powerful testosterone enhancers. However, consume excessive amounts and it can produce opposite effects. Share a brief comment below and inform me. Do you sense that your energy is not what it once was? If you desire additional tips to remain strong, alert, and healthy after 60, press that subscribe button and join us here on Balance Health. Now, let us commence with one food that has been misinterpreted for years, but could be the most crucial for any man over 60. Egg yolks. You have likely heard individuals state, egg yolks are harmful for you. Excessive cholesterol, too demanding for the heart. But here is reality. For men over 60, egg yolks could be among the finest natural testosterone enhancers you can consume. Allow me to explain why. Testosterone is a steroid hormone. Like all steroid hormones, it is constructed from cholesterol, not the harmful type. The type your body genuinely requires to function. Egg yolks are abundant with that natural, beneficial cholesterol your body utilizes as raw material to construct testosterone. However, that is not everything. Egg yolks are also packed with vitamin D, which plays a direct role in hormone production. Actually, a study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research observed a group of men who consumed daily vitamin D for 1 year, and their testosterone levels increased significantly compared to those who did not. Now, here is where it becomes even more impressive. Unlike simply consuming a supplement, eating whole foods like egg yolks provides a complex package: cholesterol, fat-soluble vitamins, and other nutrients that work together to support your hormonal system. Because these nutrients are absorbed more effectively from real food, your body understands exactly what to do with them. If you have been avoiding eggs because of outdated advice about cholesterol, it might be time to reconsider that. 1 or 2 whole eggs daily, especially when boiled or poached, can be an easy, affordable method to give your testosterone a natural boost. Simply avoid the frying pan and prevent cooking them in oils or bacon grease. That only adds inflammation and eliminates the benefits. Therefore, tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for cereal or toast, try adding a couple of boiled eggs to your breakfast. It is a small modification, but the increase in hormones, energy, and clarity you experience might surprise you. Now that we have revealed the truth about egg yolks, let us move on to something crunchy, nutty, and equally powerful for your testosterone. Pumpkin seeds might appear small, but these little green seeds deliver a serious impact, especially for men who want to feel stronger, more energetic, and more like themselves again. Pumpkin seeds are among the richest natural sources of zinc, a mineral absolutely essential for testosterone production. In fact, low zinc levels have been directly connected to low testosterone in aging men. One study published in the journal Nutrition demonstrated that, when young men were deliberately made zinc deficient, their testosterone levels dropped significantly within just 20 weeks. When older men with low testosterone were given zinc supplements, their hormone levels rose again. However, zinc is not the only reason pumpkin seeds are so powerful. They are also full of magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant-based protein, all of which support prostate health, muscle strength, and hormone balance. Here is something else you might not know. Magnesium helps lower a protein in your blood called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. Why does that matter? Because SHBG binds to free testosterone and makes it inactive. Lower SHBG means more active testosterone flowing through your body. That is a victory. So, how do you use them? Simple. Just grab a small handful, about 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Eat them raw, or toss them onto a salad, oatmeal, or into a smoothie. The key is to choose unsalted, unroasted seeds. When they are roasted in oil and salted, you lose some of the nutrients and add unnecessary sodium, which can work against your hormone goals. It is a small habit, easy to build into your day. However, over time, it supports something much bigger: your masculinity, your energy, your confidence. Now that we have discussed seeds, let us go even deeper into a rare nut that is powerful, potent, and just 1 or 2 daily can completely change your testosterone story. Let us discuss Brazil nuts. Some foods work slowly over time. Others hit hard, even with just 1 bite. Brazil nuts fall into that second category. Just 1 or 2 daily can make a noticeable difference in how you feel as a man. What makes them so special? Selenium. Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of this mineral on Earth. Selenium plays a critical role in testosterone production, sperm quality, and thyroid function, which in turn directly affects your hormone levels. In one remarkable study published in the Journal of Andrology, infertile men with low testosterone were given selenium supplements for 3 months. The results: improved testosterone, better sperm motility, and higher chances of conception. All from a trace mineral found in this powerful little nut. However, here is the thing: you do not need much. In fact, just 1 Brazil nut can provide over 100% of your daily selenium needs. More is not better. Too much selenium can actually be harmful. That is why 1 nut daily is the sweet spot. Brazil nuts also contain zinc, healthy fats, and antioxidants, which work together to support your testes, your brain, and your overall vitality. Unlike almonds or cashews, Brazil nuts target deep hormonal processes, not just general health. If you are looking for a simple daily ritual that takes 0 effort but gives serious rewards, keep a small jar of Brazil nuts in your kitchen. Eat them plain or chop them into yogurt or oatmeal. However, remember, with Brazil nuts, a little goes a long way. You are not snacking. You are fueling your body with one of the most potent testosterone boosters in nature. Now that we have explored this powerful nut, let us move into something sweeter, juicier, and proven to boost blood flow, performance, and testosterone all at once. It is time to discuss pomegranate. There is a reason ancient warriors drank pomegranate juice before battle. They believed it gave them strength, endurance, and virility. Turns out they were onto something. Modern science has confirmed what tradition long suspected. Pomegranate is a powerhouse for men's health, especially after 60. It is loaded with polyphenols, which are powerful antioxidants that improve circulation, lower blood pressure, and most importantly, boost testosterone. One study from Queen Margaret University in the UK had men drink pure pomegranate juice every day for 2 weeks. By the end of the trial, their testosterone levels had increased by up to 24%. However, that was not all. They also reported better mood, improved memory, and yes, even stronger sexual desire. Here is why it works. Testosterone is not just about hormones. It is about blood flow. Your body needs healthy circulation to deliver hormones where they are needed. Pomegranate helps your blood vessels relax, boosts nitric oxide levels, and gets everything moving again from your brain to your muscles to your bedroom. However, not all pomegranate juice is created equal. If you want results, skip the bottles full of sugar and additives. Look for 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. The kind that tastes tart and slightly bitter. That is how you know it is real. Drink about 1 small glass per day, preferably in the morning or after a workout. You can also eat the seeds directly if you like the crunch and texture. Just be patient with them. They are nature's slow medicine. It is amazing what a single fruit can do when it is used consistently. Testosterone, heart health, even mood and focus, pomegranate touches all of it. Now that we have covered fruit, let us move to the sea. Because hiding beneath the waves is one of the strongest natural testosterone boosters known to man. You have probably heard of it. Let us discuss oysters. Out of all the foods that boost testosterone, nothing hits harder than oysters. These little shellfish are famous for a reason. They have been called nature's Viagra. That is not an exaggeration. Why? Because oysters contain more zinc per serving than any other food on the planet. Zinc is absolutely essential for male hormone production. Without enough of it, your testosterone drops, your libido fades, and your prostate health suffers. Let me give you a concrete example. A study published in Nutrition found that supplementing zinc in older men with low levels led to a nearly doubling of testosterone after just 6 months. That is huge. However, instead of taking a pill, imagine getting that from a real whole food your body can absorb naturally. Besides zinc, oysters also give you protein, taurine, and vitamin B12, nutrients that support sperm production, nervous system health, and muscle repair. For men over 60, that is a powerful combination. However, here is the key. Oysters are only helpful when they are fresh and properly cooked. Raw oysters might be trendy, but for seniors, they carry a real risk of bacterial infection. So, if you are going to enjoy them, make sure they are steamed, baked, or grilled. Add a squeeze of lemon, maybe a dash of olive oil, and you are not just treating yourself. You are rebuilding your hormone health one bite at a time. Aim to eat oysters once or twice weekly if possible. You do not need them daily, just consistently enough to keep your zinc levels where they should be. So, if you have been feeling slower, less interested, or just not quite yourself, a plate of oysters might be exactly what your body has been asking for. Now, let us bring it back to land, because the next food is something green, leafy, and often overlooked, but it works behind the scenes to free up your testosterone and make it more effective. Let us discuss spinach. If you grew up watching Popeye, you probably remember how spinach gave him instant strength. Turns out there is more truth to that cartoon than we realized, especially when it comes to testosterone. Spinach is rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a quiet but powerful role in freeing up your testosterone. Here is how it works. In your bloodstream, there is a protein called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. It latches onto testosterone and locks it up, making it inactive. So, even if your total testosterone looks okay, it might not be doing much. However, magnesium changes that. It binds to SHBG, releasing more free testosterone, the form your body can actually use. That is what makes the real difference in how you feel. More strength, more stamina, more mental clarity, even a stronger sex drive. One study published in Biological Trace Element Research gave older men magnesium supplements for 4 weeks. By the end, not only did their free testosterone go up, but they also reported better muscle function and overall vitality. Now, here is the good news. You do not need a supplement if you have got spinach. It also brings iron, vitamin B6, and plant-based nitrates, which help improve blood flow and oxygen delivery, especially important for men over 60. However, preparation matters. Do not overcook it. When spinach is boiled to death, it loses a lot of those delicate nutrients. Instead, lightly steam it or toss it into a pan with a little olive oil and garlic. Even better, blend it into a smoothie with a banana and a splash of almond milk. It is an easy way to pack in magnesium first thing in the morning. Try to get a cup of cooked spinach a few times weekly. You will be supporting your hormones, your heart, your muscles, and you might just start feeling like Popeye yourself. Now that we have had our greens, let us move to something rich, creamy, and surprisingly powerful for balancing hormones and calming stress. Let us take a closer look at avocados. Creamy, rich, and often misunderstood. Avocados are not just trendy health food. For men over 60, they are a quiet powerhouse for hormone balance and testosterone support. Let us start with the science. Avocados are full of healthy monounsaturated fats, the same kind of fats that support the production of testosterone. Remember, testosterone is a fat-based hormone. Your body needs quality fats to build and maintain it, and avocados provide the right kind, the kind that reduces inflammation and fuels hormone-making cells. However, that is just the beginning. Avocados are also packed with vitamin B6 and vitamin E, two nutrients crucial for proper adrenal function. Why does that matter? Because your adrenal glands play a key role in hormone regulation, especially as your testes slow down with age. When your adrenals are supported, your whole hormonal system stays more balanced. Here is where it gets even more interesting. Avocados also help reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol does not just make you feel anxious or tired, it actually blocks testosterone production. So, by calming your stress response, avocados help unlock your body's ability to make more of the hormone that gives you drive, energy, and focus. In one study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, men with lower cortisol levels tended to have significantly higher free testosterone. So yes, managing stress with the right foods matters more than most people think. So, how do you work avocados into your day? It is simple. Eat half an avocado daily, either sliced into a salad, mashed on whole grain toast, or blended into a smoothie. Do not overthink it. It is delicious, filling, and your body will thank you. Avocados are not just good for your heart, they are good for your hormones, your mood, and your energy. Now, let us spice things up because the next food on our list does not just warm you up, it fires up your circulation and your testosterone all in one natural route. Let us discuss ginger. It is warm, spicy, and often sitting right there in your kitchen. Yet, most men do not realize just how powerful ginger can be when it comes to testosterone and male vitality. For centuries, ginger has been used in traditional medicine to improve circulation, digestion, and even sexual function. However, now, modern science is catching up. Multiple studies have shown that ginger does much more than add flavor. It actually helps increase testosterone levels naturally. In one study published in Trip Medical Journal, researchers gave ginger to infertile men for 3 months. The results were impressive. Their testosterone levels rose by over 17%. Sperm count improved and overall reproductive health showed significant gains. That is not from a drug or a supplement. That is from a root you can find at any grocery store. So, what makes ginger so effective? First, it boosts nitric oxide, which widens blood vessels and improves blood flow, not just to your muscles and heart, but also to your reproductive organs. Better circulation means more oxygen, more nutrient delivery, and yes, better function where it counts. Second, ginger helps fight oxidative stress, which builds up with age and damages the very cells responsible for hormone production by acting as a powerful antioxidant. Ginger protects your Leydig cells, the ones in your testes that produce testosterone. Third, ginger has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which may not sound exciting, but it is critical. High insulin levels are linked to lower testosterone, especially in older men. Ginger helps bring that balance back. Using ginger is easy. You can slice fresh ginger and steep it in hot water for a morning tea, or add grated ginger to stir-fried vegetables, soups, or even smoothies. Aim for half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of fresh ginger daily. It is small, But consistent use is what brings the real benefits. It is fascinating how one simple root can touch so many parts of your health: blood flow, hormones, energy, even immunity. Now, to wrap up this powerful list, let us move to a golden liquid that supports testosterone, reduces inflammation, and protects the very cells that make you feel like yourself again. Let us discuss extra virgin olive oil. If there is one oil every man over 60 should have in his kitchen and on his plate, it is extra virgin olive oil. Not just for your heart, but for your testosterone-producing power. This golden oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, which play a crucial role in hormone health. Remember, testosterone is made from cholesterol, and your body needs the right kind of fat to keep that hormone production running smoothly. Olive oil provides that healthy fat in a form that is easy to absorb and easy to use. However, what really makes olive oil stand out is how it protects the Leydig cells. Those special cells in your testicles that are responsible for producing testosterone. As we age, these cells are under constant attack from inflammation, oxidative stress, and poor circulation. Extra virgin olive oil works on all three fronts. It reduces inflammation, improves blood flow, and delivers antioxidants like vitamin E to shield and nourish those cells. One fascinating study published in Natural Product Communications followed a group of healthy young men who added extra virgin olive oil to their diet for just 3 weeks. The result? A significant increase in testosterone levels along with improved markers of antioxidant status and lipid profile. That was in younger men. Imagine the impact it can have in older adults who may be starting from a lower baseline. Using it is simple. Just 1 tablespoon daily drizzled over salad, mixed into cooked vegetables, or even taken straight by the spoonful. The key is to make sure it is extra virgin, cold-pressed, unrefined, and rich in that peppery, slightly bitter taste. That is how you know it is real and potent. This is not just about cooking oil. It is about protecting your masculinity, your strength, and your vitality as the years go by. When you make olive oil a daily habit, you are not just eating better. You are building the foundation for stronger hormones and sharper energy every day. Now that we have walked through these 9 powerful foods, let us wrap this up with a few words to keep you inspired and moving forward. Aging is not the end of your strength. It is the beginning of a new kind of power. One that comes from wisdom, discipline, and knowing how to fuel your body the right way. These 9 foods are not magic pills. They are small choices. However, when you make those choices every day, they add up. More energy, better focus, a stronger body, and yes, more confidence in who you are as a man. No matter your age, you do not need to change your entire life overnight. Just choose one of these foods to start with. Add it to your breakfast, your lunch, your routine. Let your body remember how good it feels to be nourished the way nature intended. You have come this far in life. You deserve to feel strong, sharp, and alive. Not just once in a while, but every single day. If this video gave you even one idea you are ready to try, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear which food you are starting with. If you want more honest, practical tips to stay healthy and energized after 60, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to Balance Health. We are here to help you live longer and live better. Until next time, stay strong and stay well.